I am starting to think Daisy might fancy me. And here we have Queen Daisy II of Ice. Long may she reign. Well, petty queen. Petty queen. She's a very petty person. Yeah, she kind of is. She kind of is. She's already stressed. Woman, you're only 23. Don't be stressed. You've got so much life to live for. You'll be fine. You're married to this Turkish dude who's got a bloodline. Look at that. You've got kids with 4 bloodlines, and your son is strong? Tain's palm. I mean, we're supposed to be Ladies of Iceland, but... You know what? Whoever you marry, she's gonna be in charge. That's it. Immediately, the world will not weigh me down anymore. I have a new spring in my step, joy in my heart, and smile on my face. Life isn't so bad. I mean, you did just inherit a title. Thanks from the nearby monastery. I've been stopping by to trade for supplies quite often lately. They usually linger to talk and exchange knowledge. I should seek their company more often. It's blessing upon thee, Queen Daisy II. We are delighted by your decision to join our ranks as a lay member. Queen, together we shall strive for the betterment of ourselves and our fellow Catholics by following the rule of Saint Benedict. It's a great honor. For a long while now, you have not felt the presence of the Lord in your thoughts. You are starting to wonder whether there really is any truth in the Bible, or if perhaps it is just an old book written by clever liars. Perish these blasphemous thoughts. Look at this. We have a strong future wife for our son. Her name is Lily. Congratulations, my dear. You get to marry our son and be the next ruler. I am starting to think Daisy might fancy me. Daisy. Daisy, you share our name. Make a move. Oh, I went to Daisy's chamber and gave her a good tumble. Daisy and Daisy, a love made in the flower beds. It's good to be the queen. It's blessing upon thee, Donatus Deity. The Order and God cares much for the souls of our members. As such, we would like to advise you to go on a pilgrimage since you have not yet done so. Let's do it. You shall go on a pilgrimage to seek God's grace at one of the holy places of Christianity. I will start making travel plans. There are different holy places that you could visit on your pilgrimage. All are considered most sacred by the Holy Church, but a somewhat closer destination might mean a safer journey. No, let us. I will seek out a saintly burial site. In the past few months, you have been spending many nights reading the Bible. The text contains many items of wisdom and also gives hints to the most important mysteries of Jesus. These secret texts illuminate me. There have been many inspirational saints, and it's difficult to come to an agreement about where to go, but my advisors finally narrowed it down to a couple of potential options. All 4 of them are good choices, but when it finally comes to making a decision, I feel there is one more fitting than the rest. Let's go to Constantinople. There are many stories of the great statue of Saint Theodosios at Constantinople. Let's go. The journey to Constantinople has been planned for a while. Despite the mild climate of the Latin Empire, a traveler to be properly prepared for long trips like these. I am excited to finally be on my way to find my destiny as I search for the final burial place of Theodosios the Venerable. Exciting journey begins. I come across another group of pilgrims also traveling to Constantinople to ask for the blessing of Theodosios the Venerable. Traveling together could be beneficial and safer. Oh, a friendly company. That sounds like a nice change of pace. The days have been long, but nice and temperate. By my own estimates, I should be halfway to Constantinople by now. I'm not used to long hikes like these, but it has been a nice change of pace. I wonder what awaits me in Constantinople. It has been a long day of traveling when I come across a burning inn. I had hoped to find a place to stay the night, but these people are clearly in dire need of help, just stopping the flames from engulfing the entire place. We don't have the money, but God calls upon me to help these poor people. I am Shirley with child. My husband will be pleased. Did our husband come with us? Maybe. Or, he's just very good at long-distance impregnation. Or it's a work of God. Let's go with the work of God. All of a sudden, I find myself in Constantinople before I know it. It has been a long journey through the wilds. To once more see people is a nice change. As I walk through the city streets, I compare it to my homeland and consider all the differences between the two. I should find my Away to the burial site as quickly as possible. That is what I'm here for, after all. I wonder what the grave will look like. The whole area is filled with people, looking like they come from all the different corners of the world. I never knew Theodosius the Venerable was this popular or well-known. Though it is stressful, I finally get my moment to stand in front of the grave and feel the blessed aura of the saint. I will remember this moment for the rest of my life. Castle of Margot's. Oh. It has been a long journey, but I finally start recognizing my homeland once more. The woods, the streets, and the people are all familiar, and I start smiling to myself. It is nice to be home. You know, you must be stepping off the boat. That has to be it. The life of a ruler rarely allows for sufficient time for contemplation. I ask of you to seclude yourself and think about your life and your actions. Source of penance for your sin. Today, my seclusion begins. I selected a simple chamber in the town where I will spend most of my time during the coming months. Within those bare walls, I shall do my prayers, read the Bible, and contemplate my life and actions. God shall be my companion. I cannot make sense of this passage of the Bible. The words are archaic and their meaning is deeply hidden by copious layers of symbolism. It would greatly benefit my spiritual development if I discovered the text's essence on my own, although at this point perhaps I would be better off asking my court chaplain. There is no shame in asking for help. I immediately sought out Court Chaplain Aspen to request his aid. I seemed to have caught him at a bad time, however, for he agreed with some discernible reluctance. Aspen had no patience with me, and when I failed to keep up, I left in anger. There. How could you hurt us that way? I have spent the entire day saying prayers in deep concentration. During the first hours, I noticed nothing out of the ordinary. Although at some point I lost track of time and entered a dreamlike state. There was nothing but the holy words passing through my lips, and they rang true as the sweetest music. God, show me the lights. For me, the biggest challenge while doing penance is the solitude. As I sit here and reflect upon the right rule of St. Benedict, thoughts enter my mind which I desperately want to share with someone, but I have barely exchanged a single word since I began my seclusion. I glance out my window only to see Rose engaged in a lively conversation with some friends. I should stay here, alone with my thoughts. This is the challenge I have been given, and I will not give up so quickly. I returned to my copy of the Bible and continued where I had left off. During the first few pages, thoughts about the jolly friends in the courtyard kept distracting me, but after a while I found peace in my reading. Being alone is not so bad after all. During my time doing penance, I have spent many long hours contemplating my carnal desires. Despite my attempts to stay true to the rule of St. Benedict, I can never seem to restrict myself around women. As I sit here in solitude, ignoring the relentless heat of the pit of my stomach, it is getting harder and harder. I will lose myself in reading a history of temples instead. At first, every day I went without a woman's touch felt like torture. At night, it was all I dreamed about, and during the day, I could hardly think about anything else. But then, somehow, it got easier. I became more comfortable in my solitude, and adhering to the rule of St. Benedict does not feel as impossible as it once did. Now I know my own strength, mind over body. Okay. We lost Lustful. My moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I slept too little and can't seem to stop worrying. Gains the trait stressed. Oh, great. Yet another morning when I wake up feeling as tired as when I went to bed. I should do something about my listless mind. Perhaps I need to spend some time alone, seclude myself in prayer and meditation. I have gained a newfound respect for the hermits of old. My time spent fasting and praying in seclusion has done me good. God has helped me strengthen my mind. I resolved to be a better woman. As I prayed before the altar, I was suddenly filled with an overwhelming sense of love. Crying with joy, I knew that I am never truly alone. God is always with me. I feel energized. I lose stress. Yay! Donatus Bersocic I don't know. I really don't know. Has contacted me asking if I have any interest in learning more about roses. Apparently his latest achievement involves a dark red variant mixed with a particular type of yellow wild rose. Fascinating. I shall visit the monastery where this feat has been accomplished. Escorted through the gardens of the monastery, I immediately spot the work of Brother Bior. The roses are a delicate mixture of red and yellow, a hue of sunset at their center. They're beautiful. Offering me a small spade. They're a little cramped over there, though. Would you mind helping out? Oh, I can do that. Oh, we just got dirty hands. Oh, well. Visiting the monastery at which my order is convened this time, I join my fellow lay members in dutifully performing all tasks required of us. In the evening, after the day's hard work, the abbot gathers all the visiting lay members and reveals the monastery's great treasure. A great relic has been safeguarded here for many generations. It should be mine. We are ambitious after all. And deceitful. Oh, I guess we'll bribe the abbot. We're in debt again. But it's worth it. We have a nail of the true cross. We also have a weeping statue. Good for us. Very nice. Of quality 3 to go with our crown of thorns, tongue of the unbeliever, bone of saints, Cecilia, hand of a saint. I'd say we're doing pretty darn well. With our treasury, at least. The conversion of Scotland. God has finally touched them. Look at that, guys. Scotland's reemerged, and they're Catholic. Though the heir is Norse, so, we'll see how that goes. God, the British Isles are a mess. Oh my word. Ireland! Ireland! You've spread so far. What are you doing, Ireland? What are you doing? And look at this. So we betrothed our son to a princess of East Francia. She's now the heir to East Francia. Interesting. Interesting. My wish to become a better Catholic has led me to the rule of St. Benedict. Once I used lies and deceit to get out of trouble and fulfill my desires. Following the path of St. Benedict has taught me better. We lose the trait deceitful. Good for us. I just realized something. Our lover, who, you know, is still our lover even though we're celibate, we have a very, very spiritual relationship with our other Daisy. And Daisy here, you know, she has a daughter who is actually going to marry our son, and she is our heir. So, we're truly keeping it in the family. Aw, our poor, she's very uncouth and frail, but that's, you know, we still love her anyway. Still love her anyway. Council meeting. Chancellor Birch asked me to exchange a few words in private. Then he has uncovered a rumor concerning a rare artifact. Birch believed there was some truth to the rumor and urged me to have the search arranged. Good idea, Chancellor. You should arrange it. The hunt for the rumored artifact has begun to slow down. Chancellor Birch just informed me he has some valuable and promising leads. But to investigate them, the search must venture into distant and inhospitable lands. Birch claims he needs more soldiers to attempt such a venture. We cannot miss this opportunity. Find us another holy artifact. Crusade! My men are ready to Jerusalem. Wait, what happened to Jerusalem? Oh, Jerusalem. You've grown into Anatolia, but you kind of lost, you know, your namesake. And Egypt's in the middle of a huge revolt. Good for you, Egypt. Oh, hello, Ghana. Alright, my men are ready. To Jerusalem! No! Failed our penance. Do we become gluttonous? No, we don't. Thankfully. Good. I live my life as other women do, navigating its rocks and obstacles, doing my best to achieve success in my endeavors. Still, everything we do takes place in the light of the Lord, and we must take care lest the influence of the devil comes into our lives. I should ponder this more deeply. Relationship. News has reached our court that it claims my title's Daisy is hiring men for an attack against lover. My lover is trying to raise troops against, and her daughter's my heir. Daisy, how could you? This is the ultimate betrayal. Oh no, Birch, our chancellor who was searching, he died of the cancer. Well, we need someone else to go have a look. You. Go search for the artifact, please. Rose Nick Maple. And the crusade has started. Let's go! As we travel through Jerusalem, we come across a festival to ancient gods still celebrated by the local populace. It reminds me of some of the harvest festivals at home. It is not befitting of a true Christian. After hearing about a wise man in the local area, I decided to go visit him and see what he has to offer. He starts talking about ephemeral concepts that sound like blasphemy, but I tell my men to go outside so I can hear what he has to offer. Oh, we could come secretly, Sunni? The Crusades. No, we are too pious of a woman. We are much too pious. I will learn what he has to offer, blasphemy or not. Yeah, we'll get some. As we camped for the night, riders bearing the cross suddenly approached, led by the pious Grandmaster Gebhard of Knights of Calatrava. They settled down with us for the night. Just before I'm going to sleep, Gohard asked if I want to stay up and converse with him. Yes, opportunity for friendship. And we have a cold. We have a cough. Treat us, please. I am surrounded. Blood is streaking down my face, and my Italian Crusader falchion has begun to feel heavy. A huge bear of a man is looming towards me, but seems to decide that I'm not worth the trouble. I have just enough time to wonder why before someone runs a sword through my chest. Well, we died on the holy field of battle. Perhaps I should have made peace with Aspen. Queen Daisy II has given up the ghost at age 43. She died in battle against Qui. Known to be kind, few had a bad word to say about her. A godly woman, Daisy is with the Blessed Virgin now. Queen Lily, a wise and learned woman, progress and innovation is expected under her rule. Long live Queen Lily.